DDlg Podcaster. Yay, this is so much fun. So, I used to hate the word fun. I hated the word fun because because when guys would use the word fun, like guys, I tell you, every single person, well, over here anyway, they describe themselves as easygoing. Like they don't usually say fun loving, like they want the girls to be fun loving, they want to have fun. And to me, that because like the feminine in general can be exploited. It's just way too easy for males to think, let's just have fun, like just have fun. Like usually the word fun would go with those two other words. Just have fun. Let's just have fun. And this is why I hated the word fun, because I quickly learned, or maybe over the years learned it, like maybe the hard way, that, and it is a generalization, of course, and there will always be generalizations. So straight off the bat, yes, it's easy to point out when things are a generalization, but that's just the way people speak, to have an ease of expressing something in a simple way. That's like why people use cliches, and I literally hate cliches. I hate when something is like so cliche, because it's overdone, it's cliche, it's, you know, it's there. Basically, that's, I guess, a stereotype or generalization. But obviously, when this is a DDlg podcast, we are, I suppose, explicitly stating a particular, not stereotype, but it is a generalization. Like we are giving terms to daddy doms, little girls, like, and we are generalizing about that. So yes, straight off the bat, anything for the ease of communicating an idea is gonna be, talking, in general ways. I suppose we're generalizing how daddy doms are, and we're generalizing how little girls are, and this is how we can understand those titles. We can understand those titles of how little girls are and how daddy doms are. I have like the memory of a goldfish, and oh my goodness, I just have the memory of a goldfish, and I want to talk about that too, and the advantages of DDlg, and the advantages of like not pressuring people to be, or particularly pressuring the female to be uber competent, confident, strong, all that stuff I rebel against by being my little self. And so we're going to talk about little space, but I will talk about what I was originally talking about, which was how guys can use the word fun, and how I came to hate the word fun. And now, now I like the word fun because I want to have fun, and I rebel, and I keep myself safe. And that's the role of a daddy dom. Like, he will keep you safe. Like, when I say guys, I suppose I don't mean daddy doms, and if they think they are, then they completely disqualify, because they disqualify, as in they do not qualify to be a daddy dom, because number one, a daddy is gonna keep his little girl safe. He is not gonna hurt his little girl, like, or no chance of he is not gonna be like, let's just have fun, and mean that to be, I want to, have, I guess we have to speak candidly, and I'm sure the language will be okay, because I watch plenty of other videos where they use basically every word, and it seems to be fine. So yeah, basically when guys say, let's just have fun, what they mean is they want to have sex with you and not have any responsibility of relationship, or like that the relationship will come later. And like, obviously relationships have to build, but you're pretty much gonna scare a little away, or potentially hurt a little, or perhaps any female, like depending how she's oriented. Like, everyone's different, of course, and littles are different, and girls are different, and subs are different, and everyone's different. But anyway, that was me and my dislike of that, because whenever anytime someone oriented the thing about having fun, it seemed to always be a guy that just wanted to have his jollies, but not actually be a daddy. A daddy is about actually taking responsibility, and like you can do any sorts of these things without relationship, and some people do. They play in a dungeon, they have playtime when they get together. A lot of the things are not sexual at all, which we will talk about, how you can have relationships that are not sexual. You can have playtime that is not a relationship and also not sexual. So there's all sorts of things. But anyway, DDlg is very healing, and for me it can heal actually having fun, but also like explain and educate and teach people, if they want to be like daddy doms, how not to scare littles, how not to hurt them, how not to exploit them, how to vulnerability is a big word, and like littles inherently, if you identify as a little, and if you are engaging with others, like saying like I am a little, like number one word that should come up is like vulnerable. Like that means she is vulnerable. But unfortunately, what can come up, you say, again, guys, not daddy doms, not the educated people, so I suppose we call them like vanillas or whatever. Like I don't want to be offensive with any of my words. Like it's not about that. Again, it's just about communicating and like describing. So what if you say like little, they go, oh yeah, I'd like to see you in a short skirt and pigtails, and that is not what it like. Yeah, short skirt and pigtails. And I suppose you can see perhaps like the gendered lens of like, if you are a male and you want to have sex and you're out there to pick up and have sex, oh, I can see you in a short skirt and pigtails. Oh, littles, hooray, yeah, I'll be your daddy and make you give me oral sex, and you can wear a short skirt and pigtails. And for them, they think that's as far as it is. Like, yeah, I'll have a girl who wears a short skirt and pigtails or a schoolgirl's outfit and calls me daddy. Like, and they have that, and I don't know what you would call that. Yeah, of course that exists, and and I suppose, I guess I'm being like the wet blanket, or the downer, or the realist, I suppose, like a lot deeper, a lot more philosophical, a lot more, I suppose, relationship based. Like it's not just put on my pigtails for any Joe and a schoolgirl skirt. Like it's not, there is play, but the play is in the dynamic of the caregiving relationship. So perhaps CGLG is better because it doesn't turn people on immediately at the thought of pigtails and schoolgirl skirts. Like if you say CGL, then it's not as much of a hot turn on. Caregiver, little, like caregiver is more descriptive of, okay, like I'm, what I'm looking for is that you're gonna be a caregiver. You're not gonna be some horny guy who just wants to have fun, and when you can wear your, I know I've like oversaid it now, but yeah, so maybe like you're gonna get completely not turned on at all when you when you think of pigtails and short skirts now. And obviously like that is a big part of being a little girl, but like also the big part is is the real like vulnerability that comes with that. And therefore the opposite side on being a daddy is the responsibility for that, the responsibility, the honor, the privilege, and the privileges that come with that. But yeah, like I think most, until they like look up an article or a video or like, yeah, podcast like this, until like they know more about it, they pretty much just think, oh, you're gonna be like a ditzy, Dumbo, ditzy, what are the other words, like bimbo, and yeah, and like, you know, there are different energies out there, like there are different energies that are a lot more wild and a lot more like adventurous and wild and carefree, and like that's sort of like sexual, like sensual, sexual, confident. Like you can have that sort of like robust, confidently sexual girl who's like more excited, energetic, and having the pigtails and the short skirt, and she does want to be like the energy about it, and you know, in contrast to the different energies that like people do encounter. And then if they encounter that, and they don't know you any differently, or like they don't know you at all, and like if that's the encounter that they've had, and then that person identifies like, I'm a little girl, or I'm a brat, or whatever, and like there is all different types of energies, and definitely some littles can have like that energy for sure, and be like a lot more wild and a lot more fun, and people are like looking for that fun, and that, you know, carefree. So, you know, yeah, but like, I suppose, yeah, I myself, at the risk of like not wanting to define myself, like put myself in a little box. I love the puns I can come up with this. I want to be in a little box. I want to be a little, like I am a little, I'm like exploring and self-discovering all the time, and knowing myself, and then so people can know me like as well, and you know, and it's all about like what you like or what you don't like. In yeah, so for me, I am probably like a lot more traditional, conservative. I'm not like carefree. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm like. I don't want to say what I'm like. I don't want to say what I'm like. I am undefinable. I am a delicate flower. I am completely undefinable. But hopefully that I was a good fun little story for littles and daddies about different people and different littles and different energies and different perceptions and different what do you call it, like, yeah, like people can have like perceptions of it, or like different expressions of it, or different I'm like thinking of a word, but it's not coming to me. So yeah, all different things. And then you might be laughing, you might be like, oh my gosh, like have fun, chill out, relax. You might be laughing, and like you know, but it's just a good story for like how people can be so different and have different perceptions and have different expressions and interpretations. Maybe that was the word. Different interpretations, different like enjoyments out of it. That's why everyone has their own individual lists of their limits, hard and soft limits. Well, and we'll talk about that as well. And different, of course, like different personalities, like everyone is different within this as well. So yeah, maybe it was like interpretations different, or like it's not a misconception, like impression of it, different impression of it. I'm not sure what the word is, but yeah, there you go. Fun story, fun. La 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 la.